The screen. All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS the National Dispatch Network Insurance USA. Tonight is Wednesday night. So tonight is Q&A, questions and answers. We're gonna keep it short. It's gonna be about an hour, no more than that. I am thankfully I am recovering from the COVID-19. I dealt with it for about 8 weeks. And last couple of weeks I've been coming down off of it. I've been recovering from it. I've gotten through I got through the worst of it. So actually I feel pretty good right now. Just a little shortness of breath here and there, and I have to be on my little breathing treatments. But other than that, that's it. So we're gonna keep this short. We're gonna do an hour of Q&A. Then I've got to go and do my nightly breathing treatment. All right, my oxygen treatment is that way. All right, some of the updates. Our website for the trucking company, Assurance USA Trucking, is up. I'm giving y'all a copy of the link right now. The website is complete. Let me send y'all a copy to the link. And there it is right there. Does everybody see that?
Yes. Got it.
Great. All right. So I'll take you right over here to the actual website for the trucking company. You'll notice when you go through it out the bat, it gets you with RBBS Assurance USA on an operator program. Why settle for less than 100% of the low fees? Carry monthly fees. Go ahead, and it breaks down what the monthly fees are that the carrier has to pay, and compared to what everyone else is charging, this is minuscule. The difference is $3,808 and roughly $8,900 up to $10,000, sometimes $12,000 that owner operators are paying to the authority holders by them only getting 65% to 85% of the low fees. Okay, so right off the bat, we go right into the carrier's monthly fees. Okay, the first monthly fee, the main monthly fee is the authority usage fee, and carrier's monthly authority usage fee is $2,500, $166.66 monthly for the first 12 months. And after 12 months, this fee here goes away. This is to pay for the dock place in all 48 states. We prepay those. It's about $2,000. So we prepay those, and then the carrier pays us back through 12 equal monthly installments. That's what allows them to run in all 48 states. Okay. The insurance is on average about $19,000 per year for each driver we add on, or each truck we add on onto our authority. Okay. Now that requires us to put a down payment down for each time we bring someone on onto the insurance. That down payment is somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. Okay, we're thinking it's going to advertise to be around about $1,500 to $1,700 down that we have to put down each time. Now, and if you divide that by 12 months, that's going to come up to a payment of about $1,583.33. Divide that in half. That's where we get this right here from, $791.33. Okay, it's a little bit less than half, but that's what the carrier pays. They pay half of the insurance, and then we kick in the other half. So the carrier has a monthly insurance adjustable of only $791.33. versus them trying to pay all their own insurance and paying almost $1,600 a month. Maintenance plan. As it says here, another sweet offer for carriers is a monthly maintenance plan of $350 per month. Now, a lot of these, some of the big ones, like I'm thinking some of the big companies like Landstar, Master, and it's like that, they have maintenance plans. But a lot of these carriers out there that are running under the authority of someone else, they're responsible for their own maintenance. That's huge. That's a big expense. We have alleviated that with a small monthly maintenance plan fee, $350. Now, doesn't sound like much, but we are going to cover up to $30,000 in maintenance costs yearly. There's a $500 deductible on repairs on repairs greater than $1,500, and a $1,000 deductible on repairs exceeding $5,000. Now, the carrier, the owner operator, must have paid into this plan a minimum of 6 months seasoning before it activates, before he can make use of it. And of course, again, here it is, we're paying up to $30,000 yearly to take care of maintenance. Now that's huge, because I've been at some freight line of maintenance shops, and and waiting for my truck, and the guy comes out and he tells some of those people they're waiting that comes out and tells them, hey, your bill is $26,000. I mean, seriously, I've seen that. It happen a lot. 20,000, 15,000, 26, 28, 30 grand. That happens. Okay. These are big trucks. They're expensive to repair them. It's much easier to have frequent maintenance to upkeep it. Trust me on that. And these trucks are running up and down the road in long miles, and in heat, they're in the weather. All sorts of things. They're going uphill, they're pulling heavy weight. So, you can imagine some of the things that happen to these trucks and what it costs to replace an engine, a transmission, a drivetrain, a converter, something like that. Shift mechanism. Those things are expensive. They are very, very, very expensive. To go to the maintenance repair shop and be told that you have a $15,000 bill, that's commonplace when you're dealing with these big rigs. So we made it pretty simple. We simplified it by allowing them just to pay $350 per month now. I know you're probably saying, well, how is that going to cover that type of coverage? Because we're banking on numbers. If we get 500 carriers signed on, and they're each paying $350 per month, that's a total of $175,000 per month. On top of, they all had to pay in 6 months before it can activate. So if you got 350 times 6, that's $2,100 times 500 carriers. That gives us a lump sum of $1,050,000 in the pot by the time those 500 carriers kick in. Chances are they're going an entire year or two without having a breakdown. On the average, we may have 1 or 2 within the bunch that may have a breakdown that needs something addressed or something like that. But for the most part, they're going to be charging tire replacement. Roughly $500, $750 a tire, something like that. Oil changes, fluid changes, fluid flush, depot, recharging, things of that nature. Brake changes, brakes, those type of things. With that much money starting out, over $1 million, and then on top of that, we're looking at what, another $175,000, basically each month That gives us enough to be able to cover it in the maintenance. Now, now we're not paying all of that maintenance out. We're entering into a corporate account, to a corporate maintenance account, and right now we're still looking into which one we're going to use, which ones that we're going to use. They may require us to pay $10,000 a month, right? But we're bringing in $175,000 a month. We can easily afford that $10,000 a month. Y'all see where we're going with this? And with that $10,000 a month, then any truck that is under our authority that needs maintenance, they go in and get the maintenance done, whatever we may pay like $1,000 deductible or a $2,500 deductible on each truck that goes in and gets the maintenance done. That makes it very feasible and very profitable for us. Do y'all see where we're going with that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Everybody see the profitability, okay? Especially once we get up to around, 1,000 trucks. Once we break 500 trucks, we're so far in the profit margin on just the maintenance plan, alone. That's that's a whole nother revenue stream, really. When you get right down to it, if we're looking at once we get to 1,000 trucks, each of them is paid $2,100 a year. Get this plan started up, that's 2.1 million. And on top of that, if you got 1,000 trucks, all paying $350 a month, that's $350,000 a month. So you all can see where the profitability kicks in. It's very feasible with the way that we're set up. Okay, all right. Other things here. RBBS Assurance USA Trucking total monthly operational fees $3,808 per month. That's basically what they have to pay. Now, in order for them to get started with us, they've got to pay this up front. They can't come in and say, "Well, I want to start making other payments." No, get started. You got to pay the $3,808. Okay, because even with them paying that, that's still going to put us in a hole of almost $500 to $1,000. We're going to be losing. I won't say losing. We're going to be paying out somewhere in the neighborhood of $750 to $1,000 to bring on each new owner operator because of the stuff that we have to pay up front. Okay, so that first month we will be in the hole by $1,000. That's where our internal budget kicks in. That is being that was generated by our branch owners. Okay, so that's where that budget kind of helps cover that too, because with that type of budget, we've allowed it for about half of that budget to go towards the trucking side, which is around about $40,000, 42 grand. So with that being said, we can bring on 20, 30, 40 trucks at a time and be okay. Why? Because that first month we're going in the hole $1,000 per truck at the most. But that second month is when we start making our profit. Does everybody see how that works?
Yep.
All right. For the second month, depends if they choose to go by the weekly payment, they're paying $952, $957 per week. That's what the 3,808 divided by 4. That's what it comes up to be. 952 and some change. Or 957 some change. So that's going to help us to recover that $1,000 deficit that we went in the hole to get them on. And then by that second month, we're right back in the black and making money. So and then let's say the first month we may be only able to bring on 20 or 30 trucks. That second month, we may be able to bring on 90 to 100 trucks. That next month, we have the capacity to bring on what? You see how it expands and expands and expands and mushrooms into, you know, what we're shooting for within 3 years. We want to be at 12,000 trucks. Landstar within a year and a half to 2 years, I want to be close to 3,000 trucks. That's my goal personally. Now, idealistic, we're probably going to be somewhere around 1,500 trucks within 2 years. Within a year and a half to 2 years. But I think if we do what we're supposed to be doing, you all keep pushing it. We do the things that we're doing. I mean, we already have a program that's second to none. I mean, we have quickly come on the scene, and we have established ourselves as the most attractive, on-and-off program in the industry. Does anybody else know of any other on-and-off program that's more attractive than what we're offering? Anybody?
No, not on my side.
No. So with that being said, we should be able to accomplish 2 things. Well, 3 things really. The one thing that we should be able to accomplish is we should be able to get new owner-operators who want to run under our authority. We should be able to pick those guys up like, as easy as, the ice cream man is coming. Kids come running after the ice cream truck, right? Because off bat, they're getting started and being able to keep 100% of their low fee after paying the operational expenses. Another huge market that we are going to take a piece of is these owner-operators who are currently running under someone else's authority. I mean, if you were running under Landstar's authority right now as a drive van and only getting 65% of the load fees, and you're paying out $8,800 $8,892 per month to Landstar, wouldn't this look like a great place to kind of come over to?
Definitely.
I mean, we are definitely going to catch the eye of one of the operators who are looking at this, man, the grass sure does look a whole lot greener over there. So that on top of some other stuff that we're doing, we're in talks with TAs and Petros to see what it's going to cost to do the fuel, to get the fuel cards. And I know they offer for, if you get, I think 25 gallons or something like that, you get 25 gallons or whatever it may be. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It may be 10 gallons, but I know if you get 25 gallons or something like that, you get a free shower credit. What's up, boy? Yeah, I got my big dog here with me tonight. As y'all can see, he trying to get some camera time. Okay. Yeah. This is my oldest dog. He is very, very, very mean. Okay. If someone drives by the house, he goes into his little guard dog mode. So he is a very mean dog. Even though he's lovable to me and my wife, he's a very mean dog. No one comes in the yard without being challenged by him. Angel, down. Down. Good boy. All right. That's AJ's father. They're outside right now. He's inside. All right. But as you can see, we're going to be looking very attractive to a lot of new owner operators, to a lot of owner operators who are running under other authorities. The only area I think that we need to really, really, really beef up on is we need to really get humming on bringing in the loads that are paying above $2 per mile for dry van, $2.50 per mile for flatbed, and $3 per mile for refrigerators. Now look, once we get that completely under control, once we get that flowing the way we want to, we got shippers and both brokers restructuring their load fees to fit within our structure. Once we have that on top of us having access to Khalees software to search the load boards and find the loads that are paying above a certain amount of money, those things in conjunction, it's gonna make us a powerhouse in the owner industry. Because not only are we offering owner operators the opportunity to run on our authority and keep 100% of the load fees, we'll also be able to give them guaranteed rates, guaranteed loads, with guaranteed minimum rate per mile. No, I mean, there is no other trucking company out there that has even thought of trying to do something like this. And not only have we thought of it, but we have a real working structure in place to make it happen. So that's where we are right now with this. You notice here it says the RBBS Assurance USA Trucking total monthly operational fees 3808. Participating carriers are required to use factoring providers contracted with RBBS Assurance USA Trucking. In case y'all haven't heard, UC Factors has gone out of business. I'm not sure if y'all do that yet. Okay. One of the gentlemen, Jose, who worked for them, he is coming over to Assurance USA, and he's going to be working as an owner op recruiter. I had a conversation with him this morning, and he has accepted the position with Assurance USA as our owner op recruiter. Okay, so that's good. The bad side is we only have one factory company, which is good for that one factory company, but I am still going to reach out to some other factory companies, but I think we should have at least 2 factory companies that we deal with. And the reason why I want 2 factory companies, because this is chess, not check. I want to have some type of power move in case a factory company starts saying stuff like, well, you know, we're gonna cut back on the residual pay, or we're gonna cut this out. You know, you gotta have you know, a piece on the chessboard that's protecting your queen and your king, right? So that's where we are with that. Still have the biggest factory company, which is Triumph International. They're probably the biggest and most well-known factoring company in the industry. But I want to add another one too. With the loss of UC Factors, I would want to add another factoring company that pays, you know, a good upfront fee and a good residual fee. So I'm going to be doing a search for that too. Okay, participating drivers are responsible for all DOT and Federal Motor Carriers Safety Association (CDL) licensing and medical standards. Okay, and medical standards. Owner operators compensation, 100% of low fees after monthly operational fees. That is our owner op program. As you can see here, once they click where it says sign up now, they click that, it's immediately going to take them over to our onboarding page on AssuranceUSA.net or NoCheapFreight.com. And there it is right there. And it reiterates what we just talked about, introducing RBBS Assurance USA Trucking. Owner operators will settle for less than 1% of the load fees. Owner operators keep 100% of your load fees. Carrier fees, it breaks it down for them again, 25, 500, 791, 33, 350. Get $30,000 paid on maintenance, you know, the adjustable 500, anything over 1,500, anything over 5,000. 6 month seasoning required. 166 monthly for the first 12 months for dock plates and all 48 station replacements. Total operational fees, that right there goes the same thing down here with what we just went over. On operators compensation 100%. Go down here, complete this form, A member specialist will contact you and assist you with the onboarding process. The great thing about having this form on this page is when anytime someone completes this form, you all get access to it on your Wix app. It pops up on your phone, on your tablet, wherever you have your Wix app activated at, it's gonna pop up that you have a form that has been submitted, and if you notice, it's asking for all the right information: their first name, last name, their email address, their phone number, their address. So you're gonna know what state that they're coming from because they're gonna put their address down there. They have to. This form will not submit without these things being filled out. They are required. The truck info, the year, the make, the model, the odometer miles, what the miles are on the odometer. And then they have to upload certain things. They have to upload a picture of their CDL license, upload their registration to their truck, and they have to upload the DOT medical card. Now, all that stuff is required for us to get them signed on with us. So when you all get one of these forms, it's going to have all the information you need to go ahead and get them loaded up into what this NTMS, and then you're gonna you're gonna call them, get them loaded up into this NTMS, and then you're gonna go to authorized.net. You're gonna take the initial payment of $38.08. Okay, you're gonna take that payment, and then you're gonna set them up on a recurring payment of $9.52 and some change each week, or if they prefer, $38.08 per month. Okay. That simple. That simple. Okay. Not very hard, very simple. Okay. And how do we know who put them in? Because it's being tracked by both the CNTMS. We'll know who put it in because you got to log into your CNTMS account to do it. We're also being tracked in the authorized.net because you got to log into your authorized.net account to do it. So we have two tracking forms to know who brought in what owner operator, who gets paid. They're 25% if you are branch owner, and 25% of the branch compensation if you are a member special. All right. So there we are with that. Both those sites are complete and they're ready to go. Have everything we need to start onboarding. Now, if a carrier calls you up tonight and says, "Hey, I want to take advantage of this," go ahead and get them signed up into the Ascend TMS and all of that type of stuff. But let them know that we won't be able to, they won't be able to actually go out and pick up anything until they get their DOT plates and stuff on the side of the truck. Now, DOT stickers, okay? And we have to send that.
Tonight announcing he wants the UN to take action against Iran to stop the country from developing nuclear weapons and to stop the spread of terrorism.
The United States intends to restore virtually all of the previous suspended United Nations sanctions.
Who has their thing on and it's playing in the background?
Not uncommon.
The president saying Iran.
Somebody please mute your mics. All right. Now remember, these are live broadcasts. Okay, these are live broadcasts. Before you start playing other stuff, mute your mics. I mean, it's real simple. Okay. All right. What was I? They're gonna have to supply, the DOT and all that type of stuff. They get to upload all their stuff here, and so you all will have everything you need to get them in. Oh, I know where I was. What we're going with is they won't be able to run until they receive their DOT stickers and stuff to go in the truck. Okay, that's true, but we're at a stand. We have a delay right now because we're waiting on the insurance. We're still waiting on the insurance. They're trying to put together a quote and determining whose name we're going to put the insurance in. It's going to be the company name, but we have to have a person whose name is going to insure them. and right now we're going with Mr. John Eric because he has his own authority. He has a deal. He has a CDL and all that type of stuff. So, and he is our operations manager for the trucking side, along with Mr. Darren Stevens. So we're waiting for the insurance policy to get written and give it to us so we can go ahead and pay that and get that out the way. Hopefully we can get all that done by Friday. So that's where we're at with that. But for all intents and purposes, we are a trucking company. We have a DOT number, we have an MC number, we have authority. We are a trucking company, and we can sign on the carriers, drivers, on operators onto our authority. Okay, so that's what we are. All right, let's get into the Q&A. All right, Q&A, questions and answers. That's ideas. Tonight is Wednesday night, so let's get started. Who's up first? Nobody has any questions. It's gonna be a short night.
I have a quick question regarding the dispatching. When you go to straight dispatch, right, and you want to set up a trucker or a carrier for a complete week, can you like walk us through that real quick, or the quick way? How would you do that?
All right. Yeah. If you're dispatching and you want to go ahead and get, I guess, pre-dispatch your carrier for the entire week. It's not hard, but it does take some discipline. Okay, dispatch duties. One moment. This thing will just go ahead and, I don't know why this computer's doing this lately. All right, there we go. Get me out. That's crazy. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. I was going through all that and they kicked me out. I was up here. All right, there we go. All right. One of the first things you're going to do is you're going to go to your back office site. You're going to go to your local. Now, in doing stuff like this, I like dealing with either Truckers Pass or what? Direct Freight. Direct Freight is my go-to. The reason why I like going to Direct Freight because their low boy is set up to where it makes it kind of easy to pre-book loads out. Okay? Trucker Pass, you can do it too, but it's a lot easier with Direct Freight. In my opinion. Now, you can choose whatever load you want to, but in my opinion, Direct Freight is ideal. Y'all have to forgive my internet connection. It's stormed here just before I came on. It was literally storming. I mean, wind, high wind, lightning, crazy. I mean, I haven't seen that much lightning. I'm in a long time. I'm talking about back-to-back spikes and things like that. So the internet is acting kind of crazy because it probably just came back up. All right. If you're gonna be pre-booking loads, a load map is essential. Okay. And an ability to do what's called the reason why the load map is so important because you want to get because you got to have a snapshot, of the country and see where all the loads are and see which states have the abundance of freight. Y'all see what I'm talking about? So you will know if you got some guy up here in North Dakota that's only got 154 loads, you know that you're gonna have to either route them over to Washington, Oregon, and Indiana, where you've got what, 1,100.7 loads, 2,400, 28 loads, and 1,502 loads. Or if you're gonna route them over this area to Wisconsin, Michigan, what did I say? Washington, is that Idaho? I'm sorry, that's Idaho over there. This is Indiana over here. Okay, my bad. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Indiana or Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, or Kentucky. So you got quite a few areas over here you can route someone to. In my opinion, the quickest way to get someone from here might be running them over here, because I take that back, because you got a lot of mountains that's over here, so that might not be as feasible. You may want to either run them straight down and get them down to Oklahoma, Texas, and Arizona, or you may want to run them across, get them over here. You just one state across. You got that one state in between, bam, bam, and then you're there. And you got some good loads over here. You got 1,455 loads. You got 2,826 loads. You got 2,916 loads, and then you got 1,284 loads. You can just run that little circle right there and be as content as they want to be. Now, the thing about this is, once you figure out where the loads are, then it's nice to have a load board that has the capability of doing what? If you run someone down south, and they're in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, somewhere down there, you want to have the capability, if you're looking at, let's say, dry vans, and that's gonna be it. Okay, you're looking at dry vans, and you're gonna say 50 miles here, and then finish this. All right, then you're gonna do a search. First of all, you're gonna check your dry van 225. All right, we're good there. All right, you're gonna do a search. Now, immediately, also you're gonna click on your pay rate, because you want to see all your rates and stuff. All right, this is why I like direct freight. It has all the features I need to pull this off. Do y'all see that? I'm able to pull up all the rates, so I can see all the rates. I'm able to look at the map. I'm able to, configure it the way I want. It's compatible with the straight dispatch, so I can look at my load amounts and things of that nature. So, and then there's one other feature that this site has that I really, really, really love, that makes it very easy for you to map someone out for the week. Okay, if I'm looking here, here's a load that's now you can do this for the long haul and short hauls. Short hauls. All right, hold on. Not now. Let me finish. So if you're doing it for short hauls, you're gonna want to try and convert those 3 short hauls you find into dedicated freight. In other words, you're gonna want to call those brokers up and let them know that truck can be there same time, within the same time frame every day, and pick that load up, the second load the same thing, third load the same thing. If you're successful at doing that, then you ain't got no worries. Because once you set them on it, they're on it, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Once you set them on it, they're on it, and then they're running those same loads 5 days a week, 3 loads a day, 5 days a week, off every night, off every weekend. The best case scenario. If you're doing long hauls, right, like this right here, right, this feature comes in very handy. All right, so you got this long haul that's paying $2.82 per mile. It's going 1,277 miles. That's a 2 2-day trip. Does everybody agree to that? That's 2 days of running, about 625, 630 miles a day. Now, it can be done because I've done it many times. Not everybody can do it. So that it requires you to sit in that seat and drive for 8 hours, then take a half-hour break and then drive for another 2.5 hours. Right? Right?
Right.
Right. Then you take your 10-hour break, and then you get back up and you shoot back out and you start back running. And then you get there and you drop your load. Now, that's a 2-day run. I don't care how you cut it. For some drivers, that's a 3-day run. So pretty much their week is gone. And and they've only, but they made the $3,600. But this is what these type of loads right here is what trap owner operators into thinking long hauls pay better, but they really don't. Because they see that 3,600, and they see that's only 1,277 miles, but they lose track of it's going to take them 2 to 3 days to make that run, right? So you only got time for what? Another, maybe 1 or 2 more short runs, or maybe 1 more decent long run, right? That's just 2 runs a week if you're running runs like that. If you're a great driver, you can do it in 2 days. If you're like the average driver, it's going to take you 3. So let's say you're a great driver, or you got some great driver, and they can do it in 2 days. All right. So this is where this feature comes in. See what it says? Reverse search. Do y'all see that? That's reverse search. That's $3,600 right there. It's going to take them 2 days. So you know that the reverse, you're going to need to find something that is leaving on what? The ship date on what? The 21st, right?
Yes.
Right? All right. So when you do your reverse search, all right, you're going to do a reverse search, but you're going to put your ship date on what? The 21st. Like so. Then you're going to search. And see, no loads found. Now, that's not that bad because all you got to do is just right here. I change one of these, I may get something. Nope, let's change this. 100 miles out. Still nothing, okay? Ain't nothing leaving out of Mansfield, Massachusetts, right? And that's one of the problems you're going to run into with long hauls like that. I'm just seeing if they got anything out there. Oh, hold up. And I I forgot to put it in my van. Okay, research. 821. Nothing leaving on 821. So let's go to 822. Nothing leaving on 822. Or drive man. So that's going to be a very difficult one if you go 300 miles out. There should be something. Hold on here. Let me change my let me drop this down to
$2, $190.
down to 190. Let's see what we get. Well, let's do this right here. 100 miles outside of Denapolis. That should have gave us something. 250 miles outside of the radius of that. Huh. That's very strange. Let me just do this. I'm gonna put any freight. And then see what we get. We got 1 load. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is not a very good run. All right, and that one load is only paying $1.54 a mile. All right, so as you can see, trying to do this long haul becomes very what you call it. Now you can take the reverse search out, okay, and not worry about where they're gonna go back to or trying to get to. Let's take the reverse search out and let's do 50 miles. Go back up here and let's do 50 miles here. And let's do van and let's do search now again. Profile. Nothing within 50 miles. Let's do 150 miles. Nothing on vans. Wow. 300 miles. Nothing there. Let's do 100 miles here. All right, we got a few loads here. All right. So, all right, it's 77 miles out. Deadhead miles. You got to go 77 miles. Get to a load that's going 625 miles. And it's going to New Hampshire. And it's only paying $1.13 per mile. That's not good, is it?
I start carriers sign up for pot fee, and I mean I have to use that one as compensation.
Yeah. Here's one that's 98 miles out, but it doesn't have a fee on it. Now, some of these down here that don't have a fee on it, they may be paying good, but you gotta call them up. You're not gonna be able to make this determination just by going on here unless you're gonna put him on this load and then try your best to find him a much better paying load from right there. You see what I'm saying? You take him there and you want to try to find him a much better load going somewhere else. As you see, they've got some reverse searches here that takes him back. That's paying pretty decent. There's one that's paying $3.04 a mile going back. Okay, but that's a flatbed. That's not a van. There's a van that's paying $3 per mile going back to that area. Okay, so there you go. You've had a decent load going, $3,600. Got a sorry load picking up after that, but then your last load that we kind of can make up for $3 per mile, you know, on a van load. That's paying, it's going, trip miles is 534 miles, and it's paying $1,600. So you can do that, and then you have it booked out for the week. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna call up each one of these cars and say, hey, I got this guy to pick it up here. He should be there on that date and ready to pick that load up. And you can call the third guy. So I got a guy who's gonna be in the area on this date to pick this load up. That's how you do that. But the ideal thing to do, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. The ideal thing to do is to put them on what? Short run loads. I can never stress this enough. Short run loads are always gonna pay you the most money. And let's look in here with Alabama. Let's look here in Alabama now. We're in Alabama. Now I'm gonna show y'all what we're talking about when we talk about short run loads. Let me change this amount because that's way too low. 225 again. Search again. Vans. Vans. So with the 25 miles of Alabama, we have some loads. There's that Mansfield load again. Okay. Now we do know that once you get up there, it's gonna be hard to find a load going out of there, right? Y'all already know that, right? Right? We already know that, right? Hello?
Yes.
All right. So you know you don't want to pick, man. You don't want to grab that load. Even though it's paying the most on this page right now, you don't want to go nowhere near that low because you know it's going to be difficult getting them back out of it, getting them a short run load, right? I'm anywhere. So we're going to go down here. We're going to get some of the darker red. Why? Because the darker it is, the more money it's paying. Here's one going from, it's 147 miles, which is a short run, which is good. And it's going to McDowell. It's paying $2.72 a mile. There's some others up here, but they're a little bit longer miles. You don't want to. You want to keep them. You want to go to shortest miles that you can find, and that's about it. There's one for 168 miles. It's paying $238. But we're gonna grab this one right here. It's 147 miles. You jump on that. So he's already made what? $400, right? Somebody keep tab. That's $400. 147 miles. All right, let's do a reverse search real quick. All right, no loads found. I'm going back there. Let's take this out for vans. Again. Let's do a search now. No loads found going within 25 miles of there. Let's go 50 miles out of that. That out completely. All right. All right. We got some hits. Plenty of hits. All right. So just 50 miles out, right? Which is doable. You can go 50 miles and grab another load. Actually, this is only 24 miles. This is 24 miles out. This load is going trip miles, 503 miles. You see what it's paying? Y'all see what that's paying? $6.96 per mile. And that's a van, y'all.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, wow, yeah. That's a van. All right. 503 is 503 miles. Now, it's not a short run mile, but it's paying $3,500. So those two runs right there got him how much per day? What was the other one? 400?
3,900. The other one was 400. So that's a total of 3,900.
Yeah, that's almost $4,000 a day. That's almost $4,000 a day, right? In one day.
Right.
Right? Well, I'm in a day and a half. Okay. Now, that's a day and a half. So he can't run that. So if he runs this load, he can't run that other load every day, right?
Right.
Right. Now, with that being said, though, would it still be worth putting him on it, or him or her on it?
I would say so.
Hello?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would.
Well, you gotta look at what you're trying to accomplish. If you're just trying to get him some good pay, yeah, but then let's see, you can run that one and then you can run half that one right there in the same day. So you can pick it up in the same day, but you're not going to be able to finish that delivery until the next day. So if you pick that other one up on Monday, when you drop it, you go and grab only 24 miles away, right? You go and grab it and you can start running it, shut down, and then you can finish it up on Tuesday. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
You finish it up on Tuesday, but chances are you can pick up a load on Tuesday, but you won't be able to start running it until Wednesday. You're out of time, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, but your carrier has almost $4,000 in pocket. He's got enough time to run, and he's got enough time to run what? 3 more short run loads, right? Hello?
Yes.
All right. Now this requires a little more work on your part, but you can make someone a great week like this, all right? Because you find them 2 loads, and you know by Tuesday he'll be ready to pick up another load. So let's go and let's find him a load that picks up on Tuesday. All right? Let's find him a load that picks up on where we at. We're right here. Well, let's say we're here. We'll find him a load that picks up on what? The 20th? Or if he has time to pick it up, he won't be able to run it until the next day. So find a load that picks up on the 20th. Well, let's say the 20th. Yeah, the 20th. Okay. But if this was the beginning of the week, this would be 2. But since we're dealing with real numbers, since we're dealing in real time, we got to go with real time. All right. So let's go with this. Search. What do we got? All right. This load here picks up on, that's going 679 miles. We don't want to go with that one. I know y'all might think, yeah, let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. No, we really don't want to go with that one. We really don't want to go with that one. Here, let me get my race. All right, here we go. You really don't want to go with that one because it's such a long run. Then you got another long run again. Now it's paying $3,000, which you did run it, and you could run it, right? It's going to take the remainder of the week to run it. 679 miles. A good driver can do it in a day and then a couple of hours the next day, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And you have made, and that person would have made a total of what that week?
Over $4,000.
Huh?
More
69.
than 4,000.
What would they have made that week?
6,900. 6,900.
Yeah, exactly. That's quite a I mean, that's a good week, right? That's a decent week, right?
Right.
What is that? I just came in. Sorry. What does that V or VR trailer type mean? Is that like van or refrigerated?
What are you talking about? Right here.
Yeah, like in the middle where it says trailer type, it says
this is van. That's Bennett van. That's van. That's Bennett van. And that is intermodal van.
Oh.
All dry vans.
Oh, okay.
So he's talking about the let's say if you go down to the Atlanta to Georgia, in the trailer type it says V or R.
So what?
V or R, which is van or reefer, right? If you go down,
yeah, but there's no V or R here. This is van.
No,
down here.
No, down on the load board, Calvin.
The load board, lower down. So between
that's van or reefer, which because reefers can run a dry van load. Look, yeah, you're right here. Reefers can run a dry van load.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you turn your refrigeration system off and you clean it out, it is nothing but a what? A dry van, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a reefer can run a dry van load. All right? That's all that is. A reefer can run that load. A reefer can run this load. A reefer can run all these van load. They turn their refrigerator off, and then they, the condensation out of it, they mop it out and clean it out and dry it out. You got a dry van. Right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
All right. So, but back to what we were talking about. Back on subject. The subject was pre-booking loads out for the week. It's much more difficult to pre-book loads out for the week as doing long runs. And as you see here, we mixed up a short run and 2 long runs and was able to get almost $7,000 paid out to this carrier. But let me show y'all what this would look like if it was just short runs. Let's just concentrate on short runs, and we're gonna use the same state. We're gonna use Same apples to apples, Alabama. All right, apples to apples. All right. Now let's say let's just stick with short runs now. Let's find some short runs, some short runs, some short runs, some short runs. We've got 147. Yeah, all right. This one right here at 147 miles. Let's go with that one again. All right, let's do the reverse search. That's $400. Let's do the reverse search. Right here, let's do van. I can also click reefer, because the reefer can run a van load too. No, I'm not gonna click reefer because it's gonna show me reefer loads. You want to do that? Just van. All right. Got here. Okay, nothing found there. Here, let's take this out. Let's take that out. Let's search again. There we go. Some highlights here. There we go. All right, let's find some short run loads. Okay. All right, 65 miles. That's about the shortest one we're gonna find, right? He's only got to go 53 miles to pick it up. He's paying $4.62 a mile. The first load paid $400, right? So he can pick this one up, go 53 miles, grab this load, and run it up to Newman, Georgia, and it's a partial, so it's light, so he can run that quick. $300, right? So $300, 300 plus what? 400 is what?
700,
right?
yep.
Right? You got
Yeah.
time to grab another load, right?
Yes.
You got time to grab another load, right? It's only
Yes.
65 miles, the other was 147 miles. So he can go grab another load. You hit your reverse search, and you do your vans again. Van. You hit your reverse search, and you can run him back the other way with nothing here. So let's leave out of that right there. Let's go back to Alabama. Let's see what we got going back to Alabama. We want to run him a circle, right?
Yeah.
What we got? Look, did we get any hits? Nothing that's showing in the race. So let's take Alabama out because they got nothing that's showing in the race. Go with this. All right, here we go. Got some rates now. All right, so look for another short run. Short deadhead. Now this one is 53 miles out. He could get it. It's gonna take him up to Maryland, so he won't be back in the same place that he was. All right. He won't be back in Alabama. Okay. And that's the ideal thing to do. Is kind of run him in a circle to get him back close to where he was. And it looks like the closer we get him back to where he was is going to be in Florida or Georgia, right? Right? Because Alabama is where he started, right? Y'all remember?
Right.
Yeah, he started here in Alabama. All right? In Gadsden, Alabama is where he started. So we want to get him back to Alabama. The closest thing that we have going back to Alabama is Georgia or Florida. Which is closest? Georgia or Florida? Florida is actually closer to Alabama. Well, Florida is real close to Alabama because I can run up to Alabama all day long every day. But it depends on where in Florida it's going. Now, I can tell you right now, Valdosta is real close to Alabama. Valdosta, Georgia. That's like right up the street from Tallahassee. That's about 60 miles from Tallahassee. Alabama is only about 60, 70 miles from Tallahassee. So that means Alabama from Valdosta is less than 100 miles. Y'all got it? Anybody? Y'all see what we're doing?
Yes.
Hello? Now, I
Yes.
could run him down to Sarasota, but that's going to put him farther away from where? Alabama, right? And he don't have time to run 508 miles. So we got to find him a short run, and the shortest run that we can get him right now, because we want to run all these in the same day. The shortest run that we can get him right now is 187 miles. And it's going to South Carolina, paying $500. Or we can run him to Knoxville, Georgia, or Valdosta, Georgia, 217 miles. Does he have enough time to run a 217-mile run? Anybody? About 4 hours. Does he have enough time to run it? He ran a what? A 65-mile run here. So he's good
he
there.
got enough
That
time.
only took him about what? Hour and a half, right?
Right.
Exactly. He ran what? 147-mile run here, which cost him about what?
About 2
About
hours.
3 hours.
2 hours and a half.
Exactly. So let's just say 3,
3 hours.
4, right? And he needs 4 more hours, which he's got, right?
Yeah.
Right? All right. So he can run these runs right here. He can run this 217-mile run to Valdosta, Georgia, right? 585 plus what he made here. 300, that's 885, right? Plus 400. 885 plus 400 is what?
1285.
Huh? 1285, right?
Yes, sir.
$1,285 in one day. Now, conceivably, you can call each one of those people and say, hey, you know, they got to pick that load up this morning, or around that time, yeah, going up to what's called, yeah. He can be there about the same time every day to grab that load. Hey, you know, they got to pick that load up in Duluth, Georgia. Yep. You know, he can be there to pick that load up about the same time. I'm every day, within an hour, I would have it at the same time. Okay, great. Hey, you know, they got that, pick that load up in Monroe, Georgia, which was 35 miles away from Duluth. Yeah, he went to Valdosta. He picked that load up about the same time. Okay. Then all he's got to do now is do what? Get from Valdosta to where? To Alabama. To grab what? This load here again, right? Right?
Right.
Right.
So he got to get from Valdosta, Georgia to Gaston, Alabama. So in order to figure that out, you're simply going to go where? To Google, right? You're going to put in Valdosta. Come on, man. Okay, thank you. Valdosta, Georgia to Gaston, Alabama, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How many miles is that? That is going to be how many miles is that driving? I'm trying to use about no flight. Let's do the map. Please. Ooh, that's pretty good wage, though. That's 357 miles. So he's not going to be able to run that every day like that. He can run it every other day. He can run it like, let's say, he runs this and drops off in Valdosta, right? Then the next day, he spends driving back. You see what I'm saying? So if he ran it on a Monday, he can run it again on Wednesday, and then again on Friday. Right? Hello? Hello?
Right.
Y'all there?
Right.
Now, so all he's got to do now is find a load from Valdosta going back that way, right? On the next day, let's see what we can do on that. So if he's running a load, let's say, where we at, right here? From Valdosta, going back to Gaston, Georgia. Gaston, Alabama, I'm sorry. Going back to Gaston, Alabama. Let's see if we got any of those. Nothing there. And update on the, so if he goes skip, probably, let's see. So that'd be like a skip to Friday, is basically what it would be, because you got to skip it in. So search in there. Let's do in 50 miles, no gas in Alabama. Nothing there. Let's do then 100 miles of gas in Alabama. You got one load. Now you don't know what that's paying. It's 230 miles. Drop him off in Morrow, Georgia, which is going to be within 100 miles of Gadsden, Alabama. So you can get him back, but you don't know what it's going to be paying. But it really doesn't matter, because you're not, that load is not to really pay him a lot of money. That's the load to get him back to his money, right? Hello?
Yeah.
All right. That's a load to get him back to his money. So if that load is, paying him, $2 per mile or $1.50 per mile, whatever the case may be, that's still a pretty good run. But that's going to give him an extra, $650 almost. I'm sorry, 460 bucks just going back to get back to gas in Alabama. So he can grab these loads all over again. And we already determined that was what, 1,200 and what per day? That was how much, y'all?
1285.
1285. So if he grabs that load and he makes 400 bucks going to pick it up, going back there, so that's 400 that he's making in between. So every other day, basically he'll be able to run that 3 days a week and pick up a $400 load in between on each one of those days. So on Monday he makes 1285. On Tuesday he makes 400. On Wednesday he makes 1285. On Thursday he makes 400. On Friday he makes 1285. Y'all see how that works?
Yes.
Do y'all see that?
Yes.
So that will play out as this: 1285 plus 400 plus 1285 plus 400 plus 1285. That's what he would be making. Or the 655 or something like that. Now, ideally, you want to have that where you can fill that in for every day. But if you can't get that, the best thing is to have him make money every day. So we have that little going back up there, then coming back down. We have a little going back up there, then coming back down. That's decent for a van. That's decent for a van. All right, multiply that. That's about $18,000 a month. Not bad, right?
Not bad.
$223,000 a year. Now, he's not spending a whole bunch on fuel because he's running short runs. Right? He's running very short runs. He probably run that entire week on $600 or $700. Versus if he was running long loads, it would cost him about $1,500 running long loads for the week like that. Y'all see the difference in that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now you got your guy on what's called a dedicated lane, but he has to find his way back to his lane, right? He runs, takes a $400 load going back. He runs, takes a $400 load going back. He runs. Now, another great thing about it is he's not really crunched on his time. Because that load he runs back, that's really just the day he just running, and then he's gonna relax for the rest of the day. Right?
That's right.
Exactly. So he has a decent quality of life, and he will be making over I'm sorry. He will be net or grossing $223,000 a year. Minus his fuel, he'll probably come out about $200,000 a year. Not bad for a drive-in drive. Right?
Right.
Not bad. And if you're getting what, 10% of that on your fees on that one carrier, on that one dedicated, you make $22,000 off of the year. $22,324. That ain't bad. If you get yourself 5 of them doing that, right? If you can average that, 22,344. If you do that times 5 drivers, it's up $111,000 a year. That ain't bad for sitting behind a desk, just direct and freight, right?
Right.
And remember, this was a kind of like a semi dedicated lane, which means you ain't got to worry too much about doing it. Once you set them up, just let them know. There you go. Run this. You get ready for something different, let me know. Right?
That's right.
You're not, you have to put a whole lot of time into it once you get it set up. Now, here's what I like about this. This is actually good because we were dealing with what real-time loads, right? This is not theoretical. We didn't make these loads up. These are real loads that we can actually put someone on and run them on these loads every other day, right?
Right.
So if you follow this practice, you should be able to put 10 carriers that you find on loads where you should be able to land at least 6 of them on loads that they can run every single day. On a 3-load run, they can on 3 or 2-load run, they can run every day. They can anywhere from $1,000 to $1,800 to $2,000 a day, 5 days a week, home back at the same place every night, offering every weekend. You're gonna have about 3 out of that 10 that you're gonna have like what we just did. Where it's gonna be not be able to run them every day, but you can run them every other day and find them a load that's in between that and gets them back to their money load. So you essentially have them running the same stuff every week. 1285, 400. 1285, 400. 1285. off on the weekend. That's not bad money, y'all. That's not bad money. And you've done your job as an independent dispatcher. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Sorry for this. I got time for a couple more questions. It is already, what time is it?
Okay.
It's 8:26. I'm already I'm 26 minutes over.
Okay, I just have a quick question. Give me a second. All right.
What's another question?
The question is, can you lease power only, like from Penske or one of these guys? And
can you lease?
And
can you lease a power only? Or you ask me, can you lease just the tractor?
That's other people's trailers.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
Yeah,
you're asking me,
only,
can
right?
someone can someone lease a tractor only? Question.
Yeah, he's asking. All right,
hello?
yeah, our internet is bad. He's asking if you can lease. All right.
If you can lease a tractor, yes, you can lease a tractor only. Yes, you can lease a tractor only.
Yeah, right.
Through Penske or through Penske or some of these other companies, you can lease a tractor only.
Okay, thank you.
Now, a bigger question is, can you lease a tractor and run underneath our authority? No, because you got to have your own trailer. Now, if you got your own trailer, yeah. But once we start leasing our own, once we start leasing trailers, then yes, you can lease a tractor and then run underneath our authority. You got it?
Okay.
Now, some people might say, well, how's he gonna make money? Not because we only charge him a flat fee of $38.08 per month to run underneath our authority. So by us allowing him to keep 100% of his load fees after paying the operational fees, someone who just wants to lease a truck, right? A truck and a trailer and run underneath our authority, they can do so and still make money. Right?
You're writing this song now?
Right?
All right,
yes.
Okay. So what does that do for you all? What does that give you all, knowing this? Knowing that bit of information, what does that give you all? Come on, y'all, think with me. Think. Come on, y'all.
On the advantage of receiving the 100% of the load fee.
It gives you a larger. But now, here's what I'm going for. There are a lot of guys who are graduating from CDL schools. There are a lot of guys who want to be owner operators, but they don't have the credit to buy a truck, or they don't have the money to buy a truck. But they can come up with that 3808 and they can go into Penske and lease a truck and run underneath our authority. Do y'all see what we're talking about?
Yes. So rather than coming up with a lump sum of 20,000,
is that not a whole new? I mean, but I'm just saying, is that not a whole new segment of prospects?
Yeah.
Y'all got to start seeing the opportunity that we are able to present to individuals out there who want to run their own truck. Yes, we are going to appeal to those people that have their own truck and don't have no authority. Yes, we're going to appeal to those people that are running under someone else's authority, and they gonna look over this when they grass green over there, so they charge me a whole bunch less, and they got a maintenance plan and all this. Oh man, and they got the guaranteed rate per mile, dispatching for just $250 per week. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a lot of those people. Well, we're gonna get a lot of those first-time guys that are coming out of truck driving school that don't want to go work for what? A company. Y'all starting to see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So essentially, you could call these truck driving schools like these other companies do, and you can go to them and say, hey, you know, we want to make y'all an offer coming out of truck driving school. You know, you want to look at some of the top graduates and say, instead of you going to work for, you know, Covenant or some of these other places, why don't you come run your own truck with Assurance USA? You know, you can go to Penske and lease your truck. Or if you got decent credit, I can show you how to buy one, right? Very simple. If you go to Penske, lease a truck is basically what? About $2,200 a month. For a truck and trailer, about $2,500 a month for a truck and trailer. They run underneath our authority. Let's do the numbers on that, y'all, right? Let's do the numbers. Now I'm gonna show y'all how feasible this really is. Penske is gonna run you about $2,500 a month for a truck and trailer, right? That plus the 3808 puts you at where? $6,308, right? If you were running under Landstar, you would be paying out a minimum of what? $8,892. If you was a reefer going up, you still be paying a little over that right there. So someone leasing a truck and trailer through Penske could run underneath our authority and still pay out less than they will be paying to the average authority holder. Does that not ring a bell in somebody's head?
Yeah, I have one client, I can probably introduce that same concept to him. He's looking to be his owner operator.
Yeah, because look. Yeah, because they're still gonna save more money, because if you take that minus 8,892, that's a difference of $2,584. So $2,584 times 12, that's an extra $31,000 a year that they would make with us by leasing a truck and trailer.
Hey, Calvin.
And they still make $31,000 more dollars than they would have made by going over to what? Landstar if they had their own truck. Do y'all see that?
Calvin, I spoke to a driver, also a friend of mine, and he said he running on someone else's authority, and he's spending almost 10 grand.
Yeah, because like I told you, it's somewhere between $8,900 and $12,500 on average. That's what it costs these guys to run under someone else's authority. And they making a killing. These authority holders are just, ooh. You know, $90-something million a month. All right, y'all. We're gonna end it there.
Hello.
I'm feeling kind of out of it. I've got to get my oxygen. So
Hello.
we're gonna call it for tonight. I hadn't planned on being in no more than an hour. We're about an hour and a half. So that's where we are. All right. Remember, if you are if you're dispatching, if you're running your own dispatch firm, what you want to do is, here's the thing that I want you all to concentrate on. If you are running your own dispatch firm, I want you all to concentrate. I'm not drawing on my screen. I don't know who it is. It's okay. I want you all to concentrate on these 6 videos, how to dispatch series. You watch these 6 videos, watch them in sequence. Don't watch this one 3 times, then watch it. Oh. Watch all 6, then go back and watch all 6 again, then go back and watch all 6 again. The reason why I want y'all to watch them in sequence, so you all will know how to move from here to the next step, to the next step, to the next step, to the next step, onto the last step in the process. Y'all get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's why I want y'all to watch them that way. I don't want you to watch this one 3 times back to back to back. Watch all 6, then go back to the beginning, watch all 6 again, then go back to the beginning, and watch all 6 again. And take notes. Take notes. Okay? If you do that, I promise you, if you do that exactly like that, you'll know how to dispatch. Not only will you know how to dispatch, but if you watch this right here and you watch these right here, you'll know where all this stuff down here is, where it is, and how to find and how to use it. You see how you can accomplish the entire thing by just focusing on the process, right? Right?
That's right.
All right.
Right.
So that's the task for those of you who are running your own dispatch firm. For those of you who are participating in the Assurance USA platform, hey, you know, we got an incredible opportunity here. I mean, no one can hold a candle to what we are offering. I mean, just in the flat fee dispatching alone, but the flat fee dispatching combined with the 100% owner op program. I mean, come on, really? Is there anybody out there who can compete with us? Anybody?
No, not really. No.
You should never get into a conversation of social media and someone says, well, I think we should have got a better program. And that ain't gonna never happen. If they do, they don't understand what is offering. And you all need to go in and break it down to them. Okay? Because no one, and I do mean this when I say there's not a trucking company out there that can offer what we are offering. And what exactly are we offering? We are offering minimum rate per mile guaranteed for an extra $250 per week. We are offering 100% of the load fees to owner operators, and you pay a flat $3,808 per month. We are offering $30,000 of maintenance covered, and you just pay $350 per month, a $500 deductible, anything over $1,500, a $1,000 deductible, anything over $5,000. With our flat fee dispatching, add it to that, you are having the ability to have a member specialist that can manage your owner operator business and set you up on what? Short interconnecting runs to run 3 a day, be back at the same place every evening, off every night, off every weekend, running the same 3 loads, 5 days a week, making somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,200 to $2,000 per day. With our dedicated loads that we're getting from some of the brokers, you have the option of running dedicated freight only. And with you all doing what? Calling up the brokers and shippers, right? And you're hitting them with this pitch, right? We have an abundance of loads that will guarantee our owner operators and our owner operators who are on our dispatch agreement no less than $2 per mile for drive van for the week, $2.50 per mile for flatbed for the week, and $3 per mile for refrigerator per week. And if we can't meet that, we'll pay them an extra $1 per mile on the lowest paying freight that we dispatch them on, regardless of the miles. Now, search high, search low. Can you find, do you know of any operation out there in the trucking industry that can even come close to what we're offering? Can you?
No.
So with that being said, let's go sell this, y'all. I mean, that's all that must be said.
I'ma sell it.
Let's go sell this. Sell all of it. Sell this to the shippers. Yeah, sell this to the shippers and the brokers, right? Sell this to the owner operators who don't have their own authority. So it jumped over here. This to the owner operators that don't have their own authority, right?
How about
you're gonna sell this to owner operators that want good dispatching service, a flat fee dispatching service. I would encourage you all to go back and look at both these websites tonight. Get familiar with them both. But they're two websites, but they're interconnected. Okay. And I hope y'all can see how we was able to seamlessly interconnect the two websites. But get intimately I'm acquainted with both these websites. Know how they run, know what you need to do. I mean, look, someone comes in and they submit a form, it's coming through the website. You all are gonna know when they come in. I mean, I watch that website and you all are responding to people right when they come. I mean, there's nothing better than being able to actually get in touch with someone right when they first come to your website. That's the best thing in the world. So all I've got to say is sell this. If you sell this, you'll make more money than you ever made in your lifetime. We already know that. The compensation plan is set. The compensation plan is second to none. If you just signed up 10 of these guys per month, really, 10 of these guys per month, by the time you reach your 10th month, you're bringing in more than $75,000 per month. Come on. If you're a member specialist, you're bringing in more than $30,000 per month by the time you reach your 10th month. Because you're getting paid on everything. And we're not even talking about the factory. We ain't talking about that. We didn't even add that in. We're just talking about, flat fee dispatching and the owner-op program. And they're both so fitted and suited for each other to be able to sell back and forth across each one of them. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right?
That's right.
I mean, they are literally a perfect match. They're a perfect fit. You couldn't get a better product to sell. That's what we put together. The ideal product for the trucking industry that we can sell all day, every day. So let's just make it happen. All right. I will see y'all back here on Saturday. Hopefully we will have the insurance thing worked out, and we'll have the insurance, and we'll be ready to actually sign on our operators and put them out on the roads. I am finishing up the stickers on Vistaprint, and I have those ready to show you all by Friday. I'll be putting them out there showing you all what the stickers are going to look like when you put them on the side of the truck, and what the, because we have two kinds. We have the magnetic ones that they just, if they got metal trucks. If they don't have a metal truck, we've got these stickers. We have the stickers. I'm thinking about doing something different too, because the hoods of these trucks are magnetic. I'm thinking about developing a sticker, a magnetic sign that pretty much much, you know, covers the hood. Up top, up here, it's kind of hard to do because these are not metal. I know that, right?
I got it.
These up here are not metal, right? They're not metal. Magnets won't stick to them. I could have stickers made to put up there, but we just gonna have the stick. You know, you gotta have the deal. What we gotta have the DOT number and MC number on the side of the truck along with the name Assurance USA Truck. All right.
I have a question for you, Calvin. Calvin?
Make it quick.
Yeah, if I want to sell this package right now to someone that have their own truck, does it make a difference if they're one driver or two drivers on it?
As long as it's one truck, it doesn't make a difference how many drivers it is.
Okay.
It's one truck.
Gotcha.
It's per truck. It costs us per truck to add it on. It doesn't matter how many drivers that truck has. Now, don't bring me somebody that's got 10 drivers to the same truck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that means this package with the flat, okay, guys. Yeah. So this package with the flat fee for dispatching will be total 4,800. Got it.
No.
Yeah. Is that again now?
No. That 3,800 is just for the authority fee, and you know.
The 3,808 is just for running. That's for the trucking side. That's for running.
That's what I said. 40
on our authority.
Yeah,
right? That covers that. If they want the.
Yeah, go ahead.
If they want the dispatching with it, it's extra $1,000 per month. It's 4,800.
You got it.
It's 4,808. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Thank you. See you Saturday.
That's gonna do it. I will see you all back. I will see y'all back here on Saturday for the Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. It's gonna be our first show back, so we're gonna try to do it kind of big. We're gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna try to have a couple of surprises for you all. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night, and thank you all for joining us again. I appreciate it. And sell this, man. I mean, really, y'all. I mean, we got the best product in the industry. Y'all know that. I know it. Y'all know it. Y'all see it. I mean, we put a lot of work into coming up with something that no one has, no one can even touch. We make owner operators more money than they ever seen before. So we should not have any problem selling this. Yes, it's gonna take an effort on everybody's part. Push it. But I guarantee you people are gonna love it. So let's just make it happen. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all on Saturday.
All right, see you Saturday.
All right.